What's up, guys? In the works, and we are playing some Crysis 3, and I have really been enjoying this game. It seems like whenever I have some free time, I hop on some Crysis 3, and it's actually been a blast. I've enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to. Now, don't get me wrong, I thought it was going to be a good game. You know, I really enjoyed the beta, I really enjoyed the alpha, but I didn't think it would be so addicting, and I don't know what it is. It seems like whenever I find myself with some downtime, I'm hopping on some Crysis 3. But, you know, the double XP weekend was this past weekend, and I did play a lot. I tried to level up my character as much as I could. Granted, there are a lot of people out there that are already, like, super high level, and they have all the good weapons, all the good modules. But we're going to talk about one of my favorite weapons in this video, the Scar. Now, I have found this weapon to easily be my favorite so far. You know, I like it better than the Typhoon. I like it better than some of the other, you know, high fire rate weapons, even some of the high damage assault rifles. This is just the weapon that I find works. But the one thing that I've noticed in Crysis, which is different from a lot of other games, is recoil compensation is something that you really have to be mindful of, and it's very difficult in this game. It's not like, you know, Battlefield, it's not like Call of Duty, when you can compensate for recoil pretty easily, at least in my eyes. Crysis is a whole new animal. It seems like if you're not hitting your shots, you're going to die really quickly. And that's why I like this particular setup you see me using right here. I'm actually using the Scar with foregrip and a flash suppressor, which basically reduces all the recoil on the weapon. It makes it seem like it has no recoil whatsoever, and that's going to help you a lot because people are always jumping around in Crysis. They're bouncing around, they're in the sky, they're running really quick with the maneuverability module. So there's a lot of factors that makes it harder to stay on target, especially when you've got weapons with really high recoil. Now, I actually discovered this weapon by picking it up off the ground. I kept finding this just laying around, and I was like, oh wow, this is actually really effective. No wonder these people are killing me so quick. And it got me to thinking, you know, early on it's really difficult to level up some of the modules. They do take some grinding. It's kind of a pain to get some of the, like, the 2 and 3 tier stuff unlocked, especially the one that reduces aim down sight recoil. That one is really effective. However, there is a workaround for that. I found that if you just run with the default class and you do the scavenger state of mind where you pick up weapons, you can actually have the 2 perks that I enjoy using the most, the 2 modules I should say. They're not perks, we're not playing Call of Duty. Oh, this is a good example of someone jumping around. And you see how it's a lot easier to stay on target with this because I don't have to worry about all that recoil bouncing around. But back on topic, the default class actually gives you access to 2 things that I think complements this weapon in particular, which is the aim enhance, which actually reduces your aim down sight recoil by about 10%, and then the armor transfer, which after you kill someone you actually get a bonus. You get a jolt of energy that actually gives you more armor energy after you kill someone. And that may seem like, okay, well, that's kind of silly, you know, it's very situational, but it's a big deal, especially if you run into multiple targets. I mean, the more you kill, you know, you get a little bonus there, and it'll keep you alive a lot longer, I've learned, and it's actually pretty useful. So the default class actually has a lot of advantages if you play this scavenger state of mind. I don't think you'll have any problem picking up good weapons off the ground. They have some really good attachments on it that are customized really nicely, and honestly, that's what I've been doing. That's how I worked my way up to the higher levels. And let me tell you guys, the Scar with this foregrip, and I think it's called the flash suppressor in this game, is just absolutely ridiculous. This thing has no recoil, it drops people super quick, and you know, I've posted probably about 5 or 6, maybe 5 Crysis videos, and I don't think I've ever had one where I actually do well with this stupid swarmer. It seems like every time I shoot at someone, they die before I can actually actually get the kill. So I get 1 kill out of that, I believe. So not really that good. Pretty lackluster swarmer, but I am improving. But this weapon just drops people super quick, and I think that's a big deal in Crysis. This is a game, like I said, people are moving around a lot. You don't have the time to compensate for recoil. It's just much harder in a game like Crysis 3 where it's very fast paced, you're always on your toes, and you know, you don't have time to sit there and wonder, you know, which way is my weapon going to deviate. You want a weapon that just drops people quickly, and I am in the max nano suit. It's one of the higher rewards that you get for kill streak rewards. So I learned my lesson though. I probably should have saved this till I was in like a high traffic area, maybe on top of the, you know, the crash site where I knew there were going to be a lot of people, because I don't really use that very effectively. So you can learn from my noob mistake. Use it when you know there's going to be a lot of people around so you can get the full benefit of it. But this weapon is very good. This is probably in my opinion, the best setup I've used in the game so far. I mean, it's got really easy controllability. It drops people super quickly. You know, it's easy to conserve ammo too because the fire rate's not super high up there. It's definitely no Typhoon, which shoots like, what, 500 rounds per second or something ridiculous. I don't know if it's that much, but it shoots really freaking fast, and it'll drop people really quickly up close, but then at longer ranges that thing can't do anything. But I find that the Scar just seems to be an overall good weapon no matter what the situation is, and it's got really easy to control recoil if you put that flash suppressor and the foregrip thing on it while comboing it with the aim down sight aim enhance module. So pretty awesome, really easy to take out moving targets. But you see me using the Jackal here, which is actually a weapon I picked up off the ground as well, and this thing is ridiculous. This is probably the best shotgun out of the 2 shotguns in the game. I have found that this thing is just absolutely bonkers. I've gotten killed from this from so far away, where you see people just spamming. It's really good up close even. I mean, this thing is just, you know, ludicrous. I can't believe I can't believe I didn't discover this sooner, but I have not unlocked it most of the time that I've used it. I've picked it up off the ground like you see me doing here. But it's pretty effective, as you can see. It actually drops people pretty quickly, and these were 2 really good games here that I got over the weekend. You know, like I said, it was double XP throughout the weekend, so I was playing a lot, leveling my guy up. But I have been enjoying me some Crysis 3. But try out this loadout with the Scar. It's actually, you know, hands down my favorite. But if you missed my other videos, here's a chance to catch up. I actually did a Crysis 3 video a few videos back, and I did a Battlefield 3 video yesterday that I really suggest you guys check out. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.